What's up, and welcome to Nighttime at the Nerd Bar, episode 152.
Hello, hello. Holy
Whoop, whoop.
cow. It
Yes.
boggles me every time.
Yeah, we are excited to bring you the Monday energy that we got going on right now live. If you're joining us live, join us over in the live chat. If you're watching later, awesome. Comment down below. Some quick intros. Hello, I'm Carrie Lane.
And I'm Katie Cullen.
And we got anime news announcements. We're going to be talking about that very exciting Solo Leveling episode, plus other recommendations of stuff you should check out that we've been media consumption-wise, and let you know about it. And so stick around for all that. This lovely little bar here will let you know what we're talking about.
Yes.
I see a few people in the chat. Let's give a couple quick hellos. Hex says, I'm here.
Welcome back.
Giga Derek says, present and unsupervised.
As we all are.
I enjoy the chat building upon each other. Untitled on Purpose then goes, present and supervised by my cat. He totally counts.
Which
and
cat?
Heck says, I'd say your cat counts way more than any human does. Fair. And he's very responsible some of the time.
At this point, I'm like, okay, you have several cats. Which cat? I want to know which cat is supervising.
Also, we got Giga Derek goes, I got tacos, sushi, antidepressants, and a ton of G Fuel.
Those are all good things.
Which Heck goes, God, you're out here living the dream. Love it. Yay.
I love our live chat. You guys are great.
Yes,
you guys are just great. I love everyone in this bar. You guys are wonderful.
And then, no, Laura, we're going to be getting to that. But yes, yeah, we got Genu proving why he is the one.
Yeah, give us about 10-ish minutes worth of news. Actually, yeah, start your timers. I'd say probably 10 minutes worth of news given what we have.
Here we go. Supervised by Boba, my toothless gray tabby. Haha.
I was wondering if it was Boba.
Baby.
Yes. Oh, speaking of.
Nice.
I treated myself today. I'm worth it.
Yay. Mm-hmm.
So, I think we get that news started.
About. Yes.
For those of you who have been like, there's shows on High Dive I want to watch, but I haven't tried High Dive yet. Well, we have good news for you, especially if you're in international markets. AMC Networks expands distribution of High Dive, anime-focused streaming service across key international markets and CTV partners. So High Dive is now available as an Amazon Prime Video channel as a monthly ad-free add-on subscription in the UK, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand. So if you are in one of those countries and going, well, I want High Dive, but I'm having trouble finding it, and you have a Prime subscription, you can add this on top and you will have ad-free High Dive. Also available in each of these markets via the High Dive direct-to-consumer app, the company has additionally expanded its distribution to the United States, bringing the High Dive app to several CTV partners, including Samsung, LG, and Vizio. So for those of you who have a smart TV that has apps, you now have the High Dive app, which, considering that I spend some time at my parents' house, they have a smart TV with apps, and I can't catch up with any anime on it because they didn't have that before. They do now, so I can watch your boy Kongming for the 5th time. Yeah, that's on High Dive. A+, highly recommend. They also carry Oshi no Ko, I Parry Everything, The Eminence in Shadow, Ragna Crimson, Farming Life in Another World, and The Dangers in My Heart, amongst other things. So if you have been looking to get a High Dive subscription, it's a pretty good opportunity now that these apps are built in or added on to your Prime subscription.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then hopping platforms, but news of a new anime. And again, one of those, we love the very long titles. I'm like, yes, here we go. I was reincarnated as the 7th prince so I can take my time perfecting my magical ability.
Oh, jeez.
Just a little title. They're having their 2nd season coming out in July, and that will be premiering the new chapter of this fantasy magical battle anime, 7th Prince. I feel that's a nice, easier short.
Yeah.
It will premiere worldwide on Crunchyroll July 2025, so this coming up July. And they have revealed a new preview video, and they have like their poster, which I'm like, where's my banners? And there we go. You can go check us out also on NTATNB over on Twitter and Blue Sky, and we post different links or videos. But of course, you can always, I would say, follow the main companies as well. So check out Crunchyroll for images on that, and we'll also share that trailer. And to see anything else on that.
I appreciate that Crunchyroll has a sense of humor about these things. opening it up again tonight to rewatch Solo Leveling, there was a category that was the title is extremely long, so it had to be slightly changed in English so it could fit the character count. And I'm like, I appreciate you.
Nice.
Whoever's job it is to come up with these categories, chef kiss. Love you guys. Always very funny.
And also going all the way to the bottom, and it's like, you've reached the bottom. Do you want to go back up to the top or find something else? And I'm like, yes, thank you for having it be playful.
Although my favorite
yes.
is just like starter anime, and then occasionally it has something in there like, no, maybe that shouldn't be someone's first. Although to be fair, I think that was a Netflix category because I was thinking Evangelion was in there, and it's like,
oh, that'd be a lot for a first one. Yeah,
maybe not baby's first anime. Good anime, maybe not your first.
Yes.
If you want someone to come back, tailor your recommendations to them.
Yay! So
we're always just this one's great. Yeah, of course it's great, but like, yes. Speaking of things that are, I'm sorry, I got my wires crossed, but I'm going to continue with speaking of things that are great. Give us the next one.
Yeah, speaking of things that are awesome. So we're super excited about Anime Expo coming up. That is also in July. So our last thing was July. So now this is July. They're going to be having a brand new Japanese music festival called J-Pop Sound Capsule. So that will be on July 3rd. So I'm like, sweet. There are 6 acts. So we got Flow, Grand Rodeo, Toganashi Togeri, and apologies if I say any names wrong, Sakurazaka 46, Hiroshi Kitadani, and Asterism. And so this is, they're going to have, music from anime that we know and love, as well as top, so performances from Japan's top group. So that's super exciting. And oh, I like this wording too. Furthermore, what kind of surprise collaborations will be hidden inside the capsules? Don't miss the electrifying night at AX July 3rd. So yeah, stay up to date by following Anime Expo online for more details. But that's going to be fun. And that is a great way to see musical artists that, like, if you can't get all the way to Japan, they're coming to Anime Expo. So
it sounds like a blast.
Yes.
And like, if you're here a week earlier, I believe Lisa is going to be in concert on like June 24th or something in Los Angeles. So if you just spend a chunk of time in LA, you can get all sorts of music.
Yes.
Yeah, but that sounds like a lot of fun.
Oh yeah.
AX has really been pulling it out when it comes to nighttime events. Their food setup, like their food stall setup last year was amazing. Like they've really been pulling it out in recent years. I am impressed with some of those setups.
Yeah, they expanded the food area, which was fabulous because before it was just like these random spots and they're small, but this was like a whole courtyard with a stage, performances.
And it has like 3 of them. It had that big food area. It had another food truck area. And then it had the beer garden, which had food in it as well. So like, good job on this con, feeding its con goers.
Yes. And giving business opportunities to different businesses being able to be there.
Whole bunch of people from Little Tokyo had booths set up there, which excellent.
All right. And last bit of news from me giving news. We got My Hero Academia, the final season, will begin the end game with as they have a new trailer and new key art from Toho Animation. So we are excited for this last chunk because I'm like, oh, this epic show. And and just seeing if there's a bit dates. Yes,
because it's dropping on Crunchyroll, correct?
Yes. I'm reading it. Just seeing if there's any dates right away. I'm like, no. Just the main news is there is a trailer for that, which they have on Crunchyroll and Toho, their social media accounts. But we'll post a link for that as well. So that's exciting. The final season. I'm like, so is this going to be like the final season, or is this going to be like Attack on Titan and be like the final season? The final season.
From what I know of the manga, it will most likely be the final season.
Yes.
So it's, And for those of you who aren't caught up, but for those of you who are really not caught up, quick reminder that there is that little, essentially, what was it, 6-episode recap preseason that they did
those were fantastic.
They did before this current season. So if you need to catch up quickly or just hop in, that is a good way to do it.
One last little bit that is like, ooh, nice, because we don't want our spoilers. The new episodes are going to be premiering weekly, same day as Japan. So
Nice.
you get on that
Excellent.
internet, it's going to already be there. You'll be like, I'm already watching it. It's all good. So
It's like,
yes.
we got it. We're good. Let's go.
Yes.
All right. Speaking of continuing shonen series and fun things, One Piece sets sail to the Emerald City for Toei Animation and Seattle Mariners baseball collaboration on April 8th. I love it. They did the Lakers and now they're doing the Mariners.
Yes.
First
Love it.
ever One Piece night to be held at T-Mobile Park, and tickets are now on sale. Yeah, legendary studio Toei Animation and Major League Baseball Seattle Mariners are collaborating to bring One Piece to the Emerald City this spring. On Tuesday, April 8th, 2025, the Straw Hat crew arrives at the Pacific Northwest's famed T-Mobile Park for Seattle Mariners X One Piece night during the team's matchup with the Houston Astros. Fans can purchase Seattle Mariners X One Piece night tickets now exclusively from the Seattle Mariners at mariners.com/One Piece. All one word. Each ticket purchased includes a commemorative One Piece Seattle Mariners t-shirt. Tickets are expected to sell out quickly, and fans are encouraged to act quickly. So yeah, do the thing. That sounds like a really good time. Like, I'm sad I missed the Lakers collaboration that they did down here.
Yeah.
But for those of you up in the Emerald City, like, you have this, and then you're also going to have am I reading this correctly? Yeah. So you're doing this, and you're going to have a lovely time. It's always fun when big sports teams do collaborations like this. It's always a really good time. And then I would love to go see that. I mean,
Yes.
depending
Thank
on your
you,
location
Morningstar
and
Bam.
travel budget, you can.
Mm-hmm.
It really is depending on the location and the travel budget. All right, continuing on with One Piece. One Piece returns April 5th with double episode premiere on Crunchyroll. Double episode drop kicks off the simulcast return, plus an 83-minute Egghead Arc Part 1 recap special. So again, for those of you where it's been a minute, I need a quick recap. We've got a recap of the arc, and we've got a double episode drop for the first weekend of its run. So, One Piece episode 1123, April 5th, One Piece episode 1124, April 6th, and the 83-minute Egghead Arc Part 1 recap special, also on April 5th. And this is dropping on Crunchyroll in the United States, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, South Africa, and Latin America. So, One Piece fans, I'm sure you already have your calendars marked, but if you don't, mark your calendars, because we're coming back on the 5th, and we are coming back with a bang. So yeah, if you're in Seattle, you can do One Piece on the 5th and the 6th and the 8th. So you can just double down and have a lovely time. And our last piece of news for tonight. Speaking of things premiering on Crunchyroll, Crunchyroll has sent us their spring 2025 anime season lineup. Now, per usual, the lineup is a complete document that is multiple tens of pages long with literally everything in it. I will not be reading you literally everything because, guys, that's so
some
much.
highlights.
Let's do the highlights. Crunchyroll has been kind enough to point out the highlights out of its more than 30 new returning and continuing series in spring. So I'm going to give you the highlights that they found important. So My Hero Academia Vigilantes, we talked about this last week. It's premiering on April 7th. Fire Force Season 3 embarks to bring the incredible action-packed series to its conclusion with Part 1 of its two-part finale arriving on April 4th. To Be Hero X is the hot new original series from Link Click creator Howlin. The visual spectacle begins streaming on April 5th. Windbreaker Season 2 is on April 3rd. The Beginning After the End starts streaming on April 2nd. That sounds fun. Witch Watch, which we've also talked about on this show, drops on April 6th. Based on the novel Anne of Green Gables, Anne Shirley is a fresh new animated look at the beloved literary classic that will begin streaming on April 5th. Hello, yes. I want that.
Oh, yes, please.
And Black Butler is back with the Emerald Witch arc on April 5th. Additionally, the Apothecary Diaries Season 2 will continue through spring, and One Piece Egghead arc returns after its hiatus. And yeah, we just talked about that on the 5th and the 6th. So Yeah, a lot of that is front loaded right to the beginning of April. Like that first weekend of April is dang. That is front loaded. That is fun. And that is a very small selection of, again, they said more than 30 shows. And we listed off what, 7 right there?
Yeah.
So take a look, see what intrigues you, see what Crunchyroll recommends to you based on your tastes, see if there's just a title or a visual that looks super fun to you, and try something new. It's always a good
Oh,
time to try something new. That's how you find the good stuff. Or the
yes.
not good stuff that you enjoy watching anyway for reasons.
Yes.
We do both here.
And then I've seen some talk on Twitter. So yeah, no, Laura points out next week is the debut of Devil May Cry on Netflix, the Netflix animated series.
Did you see what the opening theme of that is?
No.
Oh, I'm not going to spoil it. You have to
Okay.
go look it up.
Okay.
Just they dropped it on YouTube a couple weeks ago, and it is an American song, and it is pitch perfect for
Okay.
Devil May Cry, and you will not see it coming. I'm not spoiling it. Don't spoil it in chat. And chat, if you haven't seen it, like once we're done here,
Go check it out.
to
All
another
right.
corner of YouTube and look up the Devil May Cry opening for Netflix because oh my god, it just sounds amazing. And the
Okay.
other thing is, I believe Evanescence is doing new music for it. So
Ooh.
we are fully in what year is it when it comes to Devil May Cry Netflix. And I know virtually nothing about Devil May Cry, but just from this alone, I'm interested.
Yeah, I was like, I feel I have like DVDs of it from like it's been out. It was a thing before, right? I'm like, wait,
Games.
what?
They're games.
Just games. Okay, so maybe I have a different, some other devil title,
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Thank you, Gabe Narrative. No spoiler, but giving in a thoughts on it. I have seen it. Oh boy. Okay. Seen it and want it in my eyeball, says Morningstar Bam. Yes. All right.
I literally just got. Oh, wait, no, we can't. I was going to say, I just got a press email in, and then I looked at it, and the embargo is until tomorrow. So we're not talking about that. We'll talk about that next week.
All right. Well,
because you do not break an embargo. Fun things from the other side of the screen, kids. If someone says this doesn't come out until this date and time, you do not pre-release it. You don't. So yeah, we're gonna talk about that tomorrow.
Yes. All right. So the thing we are all excited to be here for, Solo Leveling. Oh yeah.
This heckin' show, I swear.
Where was it? I had a when they one of those moments when they cut and then they do come back. But I had oh come on, like why do we pause there?
Commercials.
That's true.
100%. That quick fade to black was like that's the commercial break right there. I have to throw this down because this is one of those. Again, I watched these twice with my roommate, and the first time is a lot of watching, and the second time is a lot of smart commentary. She said one of the funniest things I've heard in a while, and we'll get to that. But I want to go right to the end, where nothing has worked on Cha, where we can't seem to get her back up. For one, forever angry that the healer did not take care of her while he was still alive when she was the first one to go down. Like, for real, dude, where are your priorities?
Yes.
Like, I know the Doylist explanation is that we have to have some flavor of drama, but the Watsonian explanation is not good. Like, it's just, there's no... I get it. It's crazy. It's chaotic. She was the first one to go down. She should have been your priority one, and then you continue on.
Yep.
But we have potions not working on her because her hit points are too low, which is bullshit game design.
I was going to say, I'm like,
that's stupid. It may have been pre-established, but it's bullshit game design. Like, healing item won't work on you. You're hosed.
When he said he had it as like, hey, remember that time I had it, but I agree. I'm like, really? Okay, whatever.
It's terrible game design. And again, I still continue to be like, none of this is real. And I like that they tried the elixir of life and that it didn't work because busted ribs aren't a status effect. What I think is going to happen, I think we have two options here. I think he's either going to res Gimme Kiss. Either way, he's doing this live on camera, so his secret's going to be out regardless. There is no hiding this. It's live.
I love his like, no I'm going to hide this, and it's like you're being
not anymore. You're not. Not the heck anymore, you're not.
Yeah.
So if he can, and I love that there's always a question of like, is he going to be strong enough to res this one? If he can, he'll res Gimme Kiss because
Right.
Gimme Kiss ate the healer and has the healer's abilities and has been using them for regeneration.
Yes.
I don't know if Gimme Kiss can use those healing abilities on anyone but himself. What I want to see happen, and what would be 100% turbo fucked, especially to see on live TV and then see that a guy is capable of this, I want him to res the healer. I want him to necromance that healer and put him in his shadow army on live TV in front of that guy's best friend. At which point you kind of turn around and look at Iron and go, hang on, you look familiar. Like,
yes.
I'm sure it'll be the ant. I'm sure it'll be Gimme Kiss. Great having that corpse around 2 days from retirement, that corpse. Yeah, no, they spent all of last episode just gleefully hanging death flags on him. Like, sure. But
I think those are very valid points, and it's the I'll do anything to save her.
Mhm.
And
I'm sure it will be Gimme Kiss.
yeah,
I would love for it to be like either failing to res Gimme
darker.
Kiss, or he
Mhm.
can't use the healing abilities on anyone but himself. So then
Mhm.
having to res the healer.
Yeah.
And again, I continue to question, when you res a person, when you
Yes.
res something with a personality and sapience, are they still in there when
Right.
you do that?
Mhm.
Because all of his like generals have a personality.
Yes.
It's obvious, more so than the rank and file.
Yeah.
So it would just be this beautiful intersection of all of the fucked up bits of this show, and
Mhm.
I want
That's why
it.
I'm like, yeah, I could see it going that way. Because I had that
I
moment
don't
too. I'm
think
like,
it will.
really? In his entire army, he has no healers? Like nothing?
I mean, and that's kind of me looking at like Tusk and his generals and going, none of you? But I think if Tusk had a spellcaster general, that was the one that got pasted to the ceiling that he didn't manage to res. And that Tusk may not have any healing magic
Mhm.
himself. He may just be statted out as fully aggro. But yeah, so I do think there's going to be a try to necromance to arise Gimme Kiss.
Mhm.
I would not be surprised if the show stopped there and it's, oh, Gimme Kiss can use healing magic, and we fixed it that way. I don't think they're going to go the extra step to res the healer. I would love it if they did. That would be amazing.
You'll be like, "Give me dark as fuck. Come on."
Look, they gave me full furry. Now I want dark.
Yeah,
I don't think this show in particular, with the way it executes things,
it could be
is
the
prepared.
manhwa is, and maybe the show might not. Which no
I don't
spoilers
know.
if you've read it, but I'm like,
It just,
because that's been a big complaint or difference is with the manhwa. He's even less
human.
possessing of his human self. So that would make sense that he would have no thought
Compunctions.
for doing that.
Yeah.
He'd be like,
Yeah.
whatever, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do what I want and get it done. Yeah.
I just, the way that this is, I mean, it's a power fantasy. It's a shonen power fantasy. It's more SAO than Overlord, which,
Yeah.
again, I went into this thinking Overlord stakes given those first 3 episodes, and I was wrong. I don't know if the show
Oop, I think you froze there. Or at least I'm seeing it as frozen. While we wait on a moment on the freezing, I'm like, wait. Chat, are you seeing freezing or does it look okay on your end? Looking over and yes. Ooh! And Giga Derek does point out, well, would he only res one of them? Okay. Okay, yes, we do have freeze from the chat. Hold on. Technology. All right. Ooh, we're having some internet. Yes, internet issues. Yay, wider shot. Hello, everybody. This is my wider space. Yep, so frozen. All right. I'm going to continue on then. Katie is giving a reboot with technology there. I'm just going to pull some more chats. We got, I do agree. No, Laura says, yeah, I love that song. Told the S rank hunters, okay, quiet kids, daddy and mommy are talking right now against Ant King. I love that. That was so fun too. Of the, yeah, which the whole time with that, I'm like, they need to leave. That entire space felt so dangerous, of stuff falling from the ceiling and the, Genu and Give Me a Kiss, or Ant King, fighting it out. That I would think they would want to be. I mean, yes, okay, they were behind Tusk and protected, but I still feel like I'd be like, yeah, we need to start exiting the building, y'all. Unless maybe where the fighting was blocked their path. We'll go with that. I feel it's another one of those ignore the problem, or at least they're moving around too much, so it's not safe, possibly. Ooh, nice. Okay, so this is an example of things we do like hearing of, not a spoiler, but interesting. Morningstar Bam says the entire fight looked like it was ripped from the manga. Nice. I do love hearing that because, yeah, I mean, obviously you're going to make changes from a printed form to a video form, but that is cool to hear that because, yeah, I like that. Looking over the chat too. This is one. No, Laura says my one complaint is that I wish they kept from the manga is the doctor telling the chairman to calm down when he saw Sung on the TV, but it was all right seeing the chairman get pumped up. So interesting.
Quick Wi-Fi outage on my end. Hi. What did I miss?
Well, I do love this comment, Katie. Gigadare goes, would he only res one?
No. But I think if he started with Gimme Kiss, he may not move on to the healer if Gimme Kiss can do...
If it solves the problem, yeah.
If it solves the problem, yes. If it doesn't solve the problem, I can see him pulling Gimme Kiss.
Yeah. And the other thing was Morningstar Bam says the entire fight looks like it was ripped from the manga, which I was like, that's awesome. I like that that's there. Though I did feel like, why... Oh,
go ahead.
Why didn't I wanted our S rank hunters to try to leave because I know they were behind Tusk of like, here, stand behind this guy and he's going to keep you safe. But I'd be like, yo, we need to exit this entire space.
They couldn't have gotten through.
Yeah, I was thinking
was in the middle of the entrance. They would have been pasted while they tried.
But
yeah.
No, and then
not good.
Here's another one, Katie. Noah Lara also said, I love that song. Just told the S rank hunters, quiet kids, daddy and mommy are talking right now.
Yeah, kind of.
Dude, when he showed up, and they're all like we were laughing watching it because it's just like they're all like, wait, what is he doing here? I don't even know. And then our lion guy's like, I don't question anything now. He's like, nah.
I was telling Megan, like, that is the expression of a broken man. Fully, this may as well happen.
Yeah.
This whole week has just been, this may as well happen for this guy. And also, Gimme Kiss murdered his friend and is speaking in his voice. Like, it's all just, nope, good night, we're done. And I do love the flashes to his point of view, like trying to follow the fight. Because he cottoned on that Genu gets stronger. He figured out the premise. Yes. So at this point, he's just kind of like, fuck it, we're here, we're doing it, let's go.
Yeah. We also get his sister reacting to it, going, what? We don't really get mom's reaction as much, but we definitely got the sister being
Mom
surprised.
Feels a little like a prop.
A little bit. And also, since she's healed, she still looks a little bit like, you okay?
She is still 4 years older and has been in a hospital bed for, 4 years.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how far I got before my Wi-Fi cut out. But again, that's the sort of thing where I'm not sure that this show is prepared to handle the social and political ramifications of a lot of what it presents. I think we're going to stay a little more surface level on some concepts. So as much as I would love to see him res the healer in front of God and everyone, I will be surprised if it goes there. I'll be very happy, but I'll be surprised. And same thing with like, we took care of mom. Fucking now what?
Yeah.
House to get cigarettes and smoked a bug. Amazing. And just
Um,
at the end, when the ant is on all fours and just skittering away, we went from the full upright
mhm,
bipedal murder
mhm.
machine to a bug running from a
Ray!
shoe.
Yep. Yep. I wanted Genu to step on his head so bad. I
Gimme
just was
Kiss
like, the visual of that. I
Gimme
didn't
Kiss
quite
has
get
been
that.
alive for one day, and what a day it's been. Uh,
Oh,
there
we
was a
do get
point.
oh,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
we technically do have our confirmation that our Goto is dead.
Yeah,
Because
I'm
I mean,
disappointed.
it's a little disappointing to be like, "Oh, a
We built him
hearsay."
up.
Yeah,
We built him up. He was on a
yeah,
level with Jinu, and he's
yeah,
dead now. I'm like,
yeah,
cool. Sir
yeah.
not appearing in this episode. Yeah.
Ooh. No, Laura. Sun gave the Ant King. What's a
What's a
king to
king
a
to a
god?
god? What's a god to a non-believer? Says
Yeah.
whoever is pulling the strings of all of this.
You mentioned political, and then I like this comment, bringing this back up too. So Nalara said, "It's interesting. This episode showed the two sides of how each nation's chairman cared about their hunters. I like that they were continuing that on. Of we didn't really get this next phase of the Japan plan.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, what's their plan? And then our chairman for Korea is just caring so much, and he's like in
Yeah.
pain that he wishes he could help. Like,
Yeah.
major contrast there.
Yeah, just the head of the Hunters Guild. And honestly, him breaking the armrest when they saw Janu, it's just like amazing. A plus, no notes.
Yeah.
Excellent. Love this man. Uh yeah. Cannot wait to see how Song Won Cho does that scene. Very
Hmm.
excited. Uh yeah. It's just golly, this fight. I love that I love that Gimme Kiss could consume someone and take their powers. That
Yes.
and probably potentially question mark their memories because
Well,
you
that's what we thought when he ate the mom. Like,
Mhm.
okay, that was him getting knowledge and understanding and everything. Yes.
And consumed the healer and evidently consumed at least part of the ice guy to pick that up.
Mhm.
So I'm a little disappointed that we didn't get
Mhm.
more of that. Yeah,
Mhm.
7 of 11 Japanese S ranks down because of this. Like, yeah, this
Yeah.
did not go as planned because,
No.
like I was saying last week, you can't really plan for something like Gimme Kiss. This
No.
is unheard of, and they are
Yeah.
extremely lucky that Janu existed, leveled up, was able to come, etc. Like,
What?
yeah, it's very shonen protagonist. We knew he was going to be there and take care of things from this side of the fourth wall. But from
Mhm.
that side of the fourth wall, they did everything they could with the information they had.
Yep.
Unfortunately, their information did not include fucking perfect cell over here.
What do you think of
Yeah.
the fight starting off? I'm like, is this really going to be a fisticuff fight to the end? Like, it's really just poof, poof. Like, really? That's how it's all going to go down? Oh, okay, cool. It expanded. I know. But it was funny at the beginning. Like, what?
I think the part where there were a few parts in this where I was just cracking up. And again, one of them was Byung-ho just kind of going, I'm just gonna accept everything that happens at this point. I don't know anymore, man. I'm done. Like,
Yes.
cannot
Yeah.
blame him.
No.
They've all had a hell of a day. Him
Yes.
especially. Um, but yeah, the random like poison tongue coming right the heck out of nowhere and then
Yeah.
ending. For me, that was very much okay, that was probably a great cliffhanger as a manhwa chapter. Like that was probably great. And then the
Ah.
next week we pop back in and it's actually I'm immune. Like
Which I thought that too. I was like, wait, isn't like part of his whole major stats that he was so excited about getting is his immunity to poisons? And so I'm
he
sitting there.
immunity to iocane powder.
Yeah.
Very much never go against a shonen protagonist when death is on the line. Uh, again, jokes we were making during the episode. The other thing that flat out killed me, and this is, I think, my favorite solo leveling joke that my roommate has made.
Mm-hmm.
When we found out that Gimme Kiss could regenerate because he
Mm-hmm.
stole the healer's powers, I'm like,
Yes.
okay, cool, he can do that. And we have that whole big scene, and Jinu just takes his arms and legs and then has, Torso Boy with the head.
Mm-hmm.
And I just was sitting there going, he regenerates. Why didn't you take the head? And my roommate, without skipping a beat, because that's where the kissies go. Just like, all right, yep, nope, perfect. Thank you. I will treasure that forever. That's where the kissies go. Excellent. A plus, no notes. just I think I know this is the sort of thing, and for any given anime, it really is. You should learn the names, you should know the characters, you should like I definitely should. This is a shortcoming on my end. I'm very bad at names. I should make lists. There is a level of joy that comes from stupid nicknames that you just don't get if you play it straight. There
Mm.
just is. And this is the kind of show that, for whatever reason in my brain, has lent itself to nicknames, especially since the Ant King did not get a name. So, Gimme Kiss was there when I needed it, and it has led for some frankly amazing jokes. And
Mhm.
I don't regret it.
Yep.
Like I should do better, but I don't regret it.
Yep.
He wasn't done ripping the wings off the butterfly. Yeah, no, I definitely said quit playing with your food.
Yeah.
Like, dang,
It's like
dude.
double tap, man. Just like, no, this is one of those. This is bad guy that we cannot have this character around because it's like, no, just pure destruction. It's like,
And he already
no.
knew that Cha was injured badly
Yeah.
and that they had to go. It's like,
Yes.
I realize that we're having some fun here and we want some spectacle for the people on the other side of the fourth wall, but quit playing with your food.
We've never seen him do his switch with holding someone, right?
He can't do it. It's a 3-hour recharge.
Oh, and then there was a time delay. Yes.
Yeah.
When the ant was running, all I could think of the meme is, "Why are you running?"
Yeah. No, it's
Mm.
again, Gimme Kiss was alive for one day, and what a day it was.
Yeah.
I do love the yes, this poison is from all the marine animals in the area. When did you have time for that? Did you
Yeah.
just like pelican it? Is that what was
Yes.
there a
Yeah.
pelican moment that we didn't see?
Mhm.
Okay.
Before
Like
everyone arrived, you know.
that
Yeah,
really
totally.
did feel like that was just one chapter of the manhwa was the poison
Mm.
and the cliffhanger. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
I think if we had seen him pull that out on another S rank, that would have been
Mm.
like, oh, we set that up. It's cool. But just randomly happening in the episode is like, uh-huh.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
Could have cut that scene and given us something else without really missing anything. I don't know. I think that's one of those things that was probably a fun chapter, but didn't adapt well given the pacing of the anime. He may
It
have
might
been
have
born
been the day.
yesterday. No, exactly. He hasn't been around for very long.
Yeah.
Now, when I
But
say
it
one
was
day, I'm talking like a contiguous 24
yeah,
hours.
yeah.
This mission, as it has been,
Yes.
has probably been going on for maybe an hour. Like, it
Right.
hasn't been
Yeah.
a super long mission.
But it was I like that we get to see Genu struggle a little bit with that fight. Not a lot, but a little bit. Like he had to really go, how
It's
do
a
I
good
do
thing
this?
he's great. Like, the claws and the eye scene, just like,
Ugh. Yeah, that's it.
damn.
Yep.
It's like, it's a good thing you had that. And it's like, and this really does seem to come through for Jinu. Like, it's a good thing you had that random ass upgrade at that one exact time. Like,
Mhm. Mhm.
Like, okay.
Yep.
I'll take
And
a bout of narrative convenience. It was a pretty fight.
I do appreciate too that we also get Genu not holding back. I mean, he had his other moment of like, ooh, I don't know if I should do this thing because all those people are watching. But when he was actually like fighting, it was all out, which I'm like, thank you, because that's so frustrating. If there is a show where they're like, well, I'm not going to go 100%. I don't need to. It's like, no, this needs to be all out. You need to get rid of this crazy bug. Otherwise, what are you gonna do? Yeah.
Like, this is a problem and you need to stamp it out before it spreads.
Kikidara goes mid-fight, leveling up skills. Lazy. Oh, no, it's one that we've learned that it can level up as things happen.
Yeah.
So it makes sense. Which I appreciate then that our Give Me a Kiss is kind of like, wait, he's as fast as me, but now he's going faster, like he's changing, so he has no idea that can have that. Yes. Yeah.
So this for me, just we again, Watsonian versus Doylist. It's narratively convenient that he wins. It's narratively convenient that, oh, he forgot to do, like in the fight with the spider, oh, he forgot to do his rewards, and oh, it refreshes everything. It's convenient that this levels up. It's convenient that, like, all of this is convenient. But for me, with my conspiracy theory about none of this is real, something's messed up, someone's pulling the strings, the system probably has an investment in him.
Hmm.
It's not above taking him to the centipede punishment desert, but it also doesn't
Hmm.
want him dead. In the
Mhm.
same way that, like, when a really bad human threat shows up, the system goes, I need you to murder that guy, like
Mhm.
now, because otherwise he's going to murder you. And, like, we don't want that. So I think whoever or whatever is running the system has an investment in
Mm.
Janu.
I
And
like
that
that.
could explain the, "Oh, we're just going to push that level over now. You level up that skill now. No, seriously, I need you alive."
Hmm.
Why? Why was there a double dungeon? More than one person had the opportunity to become a
Yes.
player in the system. It
Yep.
was just the way it shook out and
Mhm.
some level of human cowardice, let's be real,
Hmm.
that left
No, I
it the
like your
way it
theory.
was and left him as the only one. So,
Mhm.
again, whatever's running the system, there's an investment here. There's
Yes.
someone wants him alive. Don't know
Yes.
why yet, but someone does.
Okay, also I'm having this weird thing that when I'm watching the end credits, mainly end credits, I'm like, are there new shots here? Does anybody else have that feeling?
I don't think
It's a weird
I
situation. I'm like,
don't
okay,
think
maybe
there
I
are.
missed it. But I do feel sometimes occasionally I'll be like, did they add new frames? But
I
I
don't
don't know. It's a
think
weird
so.
thing.
I don't think I haven't noticed it if they
I
have, but
felt
I
there
don't
was like this
think
last
they
one, there's
did.
more of like a digital board thing or something that I felt like I hadn't seen as much before. But I'm like, it's
I don't
possible
know.
not have seen it, but
I don't know.
let us know if you all have noticed anything with endings changing. Because we have watched shows that as the show progressed, maybe not necessarily this one, but
Mhm.
we have watched other ones where the intros and outros have changed as information has been revealed within the show.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
maybe.
Yeah. For this one, I don't think it changes, but we've also had two outros in a row
Yeah.
where they're very much focusing on, hey, the little guy's still around. Hey, he's
Hmm.
trapped somewhere. Hey,
Hmm.
corridors. Hey, this. And I'm just sitting here going, he's still in play. Something's up. Like
Yeah.
something is up.
Yes. Very possible.
Yeah, and that's
Uh,
why we have the string board here that you can't see.
yes. The invisible murder board.
The
Yep.
invisible murder board. Exactly.
If there's moments you all have liked, those listening, watching, leave comments down below of the different things that stood out to you. Yeah, it was a very satisfying episode. I like that it felt long, like a
Yeah.
good long one. Because at first I was, I paused for something, and it's like, oh, there's still another 20 minutes. Oh, we still have at least another 10. Okay, sweet.
Yeah.
It didn't feel like and we're done. So
Yeah.
I like that. That was
I
good.
mean, good solid fight scene, a lot of
Yep.
fun. I really
Yes.
do love our secondary characters. I do.
Yes.
They just this cadre of S rank hunters makes me very happy.
Yep.
And I'm
And
just
all
sitting
his
here going, give them something to do.
yes.
That
And
isn't
all his
damsels.
and all the OG people from the first dungeon, like, what is he doing there?
Yeah. It's like everyone from the various, like, yeah, I've worked with
Yes.
him, but like the fuck?
Yes. Yep.
I
His
did say
secret is not a secret anymore.
no. I did love the Sakuga on like when Gimme Kiss kind of went what, like, yeah, we have to call in the rest of the ants. We're gonna call in all the ants, and he just went go, and we got the beautiful animation of his generals popping up. Like, so good.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It was very
Good stuff. Good
satisfying.
stuff.
And
Oh
I was
yeah.
glad that they got something to do too. Because I think
Mhm.
I was thinking about that I'm like, you know what, they're the people, even though they're essentially his slaves, um, because they can't leave to our knowledge, they are still warriors. So I would think
Mhm.
they enjoy the, thrill of battle. So this is an opportunity where they actually got to have, some fun.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
excellent question. Did he res the ants? He
He did
started to.
not.
Yeah, I think he was about to, and then that's when Gimme a Kiss
Mhm.
walked in, and then he went, "Oh, I sense that energy," and then he paused. But I wondered that too. So he was about to, and I think it was like, "Oop, nope, not now." Yeah.
Provided that the corpses did not get, because it's a big old wall of fire. Provided the corpses of
Yes.
the ants did not get absolutely destroyed,
That might
odds
be
are
fun.
very good he
Yeah.
will be adding some like A rank and
Yes.
S rank ants to his
Mhm.
army.
Yep.
And why wouldn't you?
Yeah. He gets all the things. Sure.
Yeah, yeah. Why not?
Variety. All right. I
This
think that
heckin'
about
show.
covers it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Okay, so
next
it's
week
the
is our
last
season
one.
finale.
I think so too,
I
because
think so.
because last season is listed at 13 episodes, but technically we had that weird half episode recap. So
Mhm.
it was first season was 12. This one, though, I feel we're at that point that just one more will button it up, wrap up enough, and open up for the next.
And I feel like I've seen something say that this season was listed at 13 episodes.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Yeah.
We shall see.
We are looking forward to it.
Indeed.
Yes. One more. Indeed. One more.
Una más.
Awesome.
It'll be fun.
All right.
It'll be fun for everyone involved, especially that healer who may or may not come back.
Yeah.
Part of the Shadow Army. Oh man, I don't think it's going to happen, but I would so be here for it if it did. I do think he's going to make the attempt at Gimme Kiss, though.
Oh, like, yeah.
Gotta.
Yeah. Totally. Yeah. All right. And now on to some stuff, game shows, books, movies, or things that we've been watching that we think you should check out. I was like, this was a busy weekend that I don't think I really watched anything. I'm like, actually, no. I'm behind on finales for a few shows like Severance and White Lotus. Been watching that. And, I started back now into Yellow Jacket season 2 because that's over on Paramount. Or at least Paramount's like combined with Showtime, I think. I don't know. But yeah, that's kind of it. And then, so reading Olympus. So enjoying that. And I have probably like one tiny chunk of my other book that I was reading. So that's kind of it. So not too much to update. Right. What about you, Katie?
I chewed through some books this week. We're back to the Murderbot Diaries, you guys.
Nice.
We're having an excellent time. And they're all 4 of these are novellas. They're about 150, 170 pages a piece. But they have all been an extremely good time. And if you have not read any of the Murderbot Diaries by Martha Wells, I highly, highly recommend it. Really good science fiction. Excellent commentary on capitalism, of all things, because the capitalism system in these books is real messed up in a very interesting way from a very interesting point of view. So, yeah, we basically have android's not quite the right word. Murderbot is a robot, but he has biological parts. Who
Cyborg?
is essentially never really started as human. Does not consider itself to be human.
Yeah. Okay.
Who essentially does his job as security, but really just wants to kind of vibe and watch media. And so all of these have been little, I hesitate to call them like mysteries, but there is a central like, what happened here? What are we doing? Putting the pieces together. And the first person inner commentary from Murderbot is frankly amazing. So A+, I've finished all of the novellas so far, so I have the 2 like full-length novels next. And I've loved it. It's been a blast. So highly recommend that. Very fun. We also went to see the Sailor Moon concert live. It was here in LA, and that was on Saturday. So
your pretty little dress.
Yeah.
Feels Sailor Moony. Is it Sailor Moon one?
No.
It looks like it should be. Or it could be adjacently.
This one, no, this has cats on it. The one that I wore there was the Moon Cycle dress from Black Milk, which is all the phases of the moon, which was not from their Sailor Moon collection. They did have a Sailor Moon collection. Those pictures, my roommate is wearing one of those dresses. Nice. And there were a lot of people in the dresses from that collection. It's like, hey, fellow Sharkies. But yeah, that was a very good time. I know for a lot of people, it was like a transcendent experience. Like if you've really been into Sailor Moon, if you've really liked the musicals, if you want to see it live, like it is a very, very good time. So yeah, if you're into Sailor Moon, I recommend going to see it if it's coming to your city. It seems to be a bunch of one night only performances. Like LA had 2 performances on Saturday and then it was out. So,
okay.
But yeah, keep an eye out. They're like the tickets are up and available for all the locations that it's doing. So keep an eye out. Have a good time. It was a blast.
Yay. Nice. Yep. All right. Thank you all for tuning in and joining us here at Nighttime at the Nerd Bar. Don't forget to go follow us over on NTATMB on Twitter and Blue Sky. And be sure that you're following us here on the Fanversation YouTube channel. Subscribe, hit thumbs up on the video. We have many really cool playlists and talking to voice actors, covering film festivals, and more. So check all that out. And Katie, where can people find you online?
You can follow me all over the social medias as well as on YouTube and Twitch at Kiaxet. That is Kiaxet. I am also on a horror themed YouTube channel called Silver Screams that I do with my roommate. There's another Final Destination Bloodlines trailer dropping tomorrow. So if we can manage it, we'll probably have a video for that at some point. So if you want to see me jump entirely out of my skin again, like, hey, that's coming up at some point soon.
Nice. We'll look forward to seeing more reactions on that one because the first one's fun too.
God.
You're just like, please no. Yeah. But I'm here for entertainment. Woohoo!
Oh yeah. No, it's very much my roommate leans in and I'm doing this. Like, that's the fun.
Yes. And you all can find me online at Carrie D Lane. That's Karidlane. I linked it again down below as to interview with the filmmakers for Glorious Summer, which premiered at South by Southwest. So you can check out that interview if you're into indie filmmaking. It's really interesting hearing their perspective and their process of getting their film made and just the journey that it had been on. So it's really cool and is on still. And that's it for now. Mainly, just check out the playlist and subscribe, get the notification bell so you know when new videos are out, so you're up to date. And thank you so much for joining us at Nighttime at the Nerd Bar, and we'll see you next time.
See ya.
Bye.